What up, y'all? It's me, Keisha, and the place to be. I am getting ready to do a skit for this Monday afternoon or morning. So I just figured I'd show y'all, what I do in preparing. So this is the character of today. It's Virginia Slim. She an old head. She smoked Virginia Slims, and she got a hairy chest. She got a mustache and a goatee. She a real OG. She like to go after her mens, but they don't like her coming after them. So I'm just waiting on my clothes to dry in the dryer. So I just figured I'd hop on here and chit chat with y'all since we don't get to do that much. So yeah, I'm off work today. As y'all know, I'm a registered nurse. So I'm like working on my own stuff today, like writing, creating content, working on speeches, that kind of G14 classified type stuff. So yeah, while I'm like waiting on my clothes to dry, I'm like working on getting my skin real ashy because she old school, I would like want her to be hairy and have some hairy legs, but I don't have hairy legs and I'm not finna draw hair on my legs, just too much. But I did create some ash. That's some good ash too. Yep. And then yesterday I was looking at my hair. You know how you notice something and once you notice there's a problem, you just can't quit looking at it or touching it. So back in 2008, I noticed my hair and the crown of my head was getting real thin. 2008, we had just moved to Georgia from Michigan, and I was under a lot of stress. It was a stressful situation. But my hair used to be long. It was real thick, dark brown, blackish, about right here, all the way around. Real thick, pretty long hair. So I noticed it was starting to get thin right up in here. Started out like the part thin. So you know how you have a little part down your scalp. So the part, I noticed it was a little wide, and there was a little sparse up there, but just not really noticeable. But if I put my hand up there, it's like, ooh, that's thin. Okay, so fast forward a few months, it started getting worse. And people was like, well, maybe it's the water in Georgia. And are you sick? Are you under stress? So I went to a dermatologist and got a scalp biopsy. Well, they told me it was androgenetic alopecia. And y'all excuse this ash. This is for the skit. If you do that, for me, it makes my skin ashier. So I'm working on my ash. So, okay. So 2009, I got a scalp biopsy. They told me it was androgenetic alopecia. Pretty much female pattern baldness. What the men go through, but it's female pattern baldness. And also has to do, of course, with your hormones, hormone imbalance, and genetics. And my dad and his side of the family grayed and lost their hair early. And there's some hair thinning on my mom's side as well. So I just figured, oh, well, nothing I can do about that. And they told me I would just have to use minoxidil on my scalp twice a day for the rest of my life. And minoxidil is Rogaine. And you have to use it for a few months, a couple months before you start seeing the results. And once you stop using it, then the hair falls out again. The process starts all over. So basically, you cannot stop using it. But, they were also saying if there are no follicles there, then it's not going to help either. So there has to be something there for it to work. And right now, like I said, it's been 10 years. I don't know if there's anything there, but it's like dramatically increased. So I'm gonna try to show y'all what I'm talking about. Let me get in the mirror. So I was kind of got a little sad yesterday because I was like, dang, like it's really thin. And see that? Which is why I cut it. I think I cut it for the first time in 2017 because I just got tired of trying to strategically wear my hair so that the thin spots didn't show. You know, one side of my hair is thinner than the other, so if I was wearing a ponytail, I would have to try to swoop it down this way and then comb this a certain way that way so I wouldn't look lopsided, because this side looked real thin and that side was full. Or I couldn't like comb it straight back because something over here would be exposed and this side would be straight. So then I start, you know, between wearing braids, getting sew-ins and wigs. It's too hot for wigs down here in the summertime and the fall and the spring. So, and then the wigs eat up your edges. I'm like, I'm done with those. I wear them occasionally, but I don't want to have that. I don't want that to be my go-to. So then I got tired of doing sew-ins. It cost a lot. They too tight. And I went through a phase where I was just tired of weaving long hair. So I was telling my husband, debating cutting my hair. Of course, he likes long hair. And he was like, no, you ain't. So one day I just did it. Didn't tell him. Came home with it cut. Well, when he came home, I had a plan. I threw on a little tight mini skirt and tank top because it was summertime. And I was just standing there in the room waiting for him to look at me. So he walked in with his head down looking at the mail. Then he looked up. So you cut your hair? I'm like, yep. He liked it. And he's liked it ever since. He really liked the blonde color. I get lots of compliments on it, but it is high maintenance because it grows out quickly. And it's real dry on my hair, but I don't have a perm. I stopped getting perms in 2008 when I noticed my hair was thinning. But I do love blonde. But I think I'm going to keep my roots dark because it's just simpler that way. And keep it two-tone. But back to this. I haven't taken anything for it. When I first got the diagnosis of androgenetic alopecia, I was putting steroid drops on my scalp. Now, you know, these white dermatologists telling a black female who has no perm, who is fresh without a perm, trying to train natural hair in Atlanta and 90 plus degree weather to put some moisture on your hair twice a day. I was like, I can't do that. I got to go to work. I got to look professional. I can't be running around with hair standing up on my head like that, just in one spot. That ain't going to work. So I was putting steroid drops on my scalp because it was real red where the hair is falling out at and tender. So I put the steroid drops on there, not even long enough to notice a difference because I wasn't consistent with it and I was mad because it was making my hair nappy. So I stopped using it. I start taking biotin, I think 5,000 micrograms a day. But once I ran out of that, I just quit taking it. So as we can see here, I'm not consistent with medicine. But look at that. So yeah, that's why I cut it. So I can have that fuller appearance look. And it's working, you know what I'm saying? People don't know my hair thin because it's short. But the thing with androgenetic alopecia, it starts thinning, like I said, at the part. The part starts widening. And then you notice the volume and the density decreases. And it starts off in the parietal area and the frontal area, which is, or most likely known as your crown. So the crown of the hair is the most common spot for it to get thin and up in here. And then the back of the head is where you maintain most of your volume and length, because I think it's just different skin. I don't know. But I was reading online that vitamin D is linked to hair loss because vitamin D helps promote follicle growth. So for the last 10 years, I have had low vitamin D. And it's been to the point where I just felt awful. Look at that. Y'all see that? It's pretty bad. So for the last, I don't know if it's been 10 years that I've had low vitamin D, but I can say since 2013, I've definitely had low vitamin D. And it's been to the point at times where I just felt awful, and I was telling my husband, something is wrong with me. Like, I should not be this tired. Like, I am wore out. So when I got my labs drawn, my vitamin D level was like 9 or 10. And I think it should be anywhere above 30 or something like that. 20s or 30s for a decent level in a woman. I'm 38 now. I'm still fatigued all the time. And just reading that last night, I'm like, I gotta do better. First off, like I said, I'm a nurse. I should know better. But I'm just like grown used to the fact that I'm always tired and just get over it. Just get up and do what you gotta do. But I'm to the point now again where I'm like, I just feel awful. Like I'm so sluggish and wore down. And then just knowing, reading that, vitamin D's for, hair, skin, or not for all that, but vitamin D helps promote hair follicles. And it just like made me sadder because, like I said, I should do better. I should know better. And knowing that my hair is looking this bad and that I could have done something to prevent it, and I could have been in a better space by now and feeling better, because if I would have just took the time to follow up on my labs and take care of myself better, it wouldn't look like this. But can't beat yourself up. When you know better, you do better. So moving forward, I'm going to get some vitamin D supplements today. There's a vitamin D2 and a vitamin D3. Now, when my doctor was giving me the prescription to take for my low vitamin D levels, it was 50,000 international units per week. So it was one tab I took once a week, 50,000 international units. And she had me on it for 12 weeks, 3 months. And then when I went back and draw my labs again, it was still low after 3 months of taking that. So I had to take some more. And then I never went back after the second round. So I was reading online what's a safe dose to take, and I think I'm going to start off with like between 2,000 to 4,000 international units per day. I might go up to twice a day because, like I said, I'm tired. And we're going to stick with it this time, and we're going to see how my hair grows. Even right here, see? It's thinning. My hairline is thinning. But we know better, so we're going to do better. So I'm going to keep y'all posted on my journey. One of the many journeys we have going on around here. Excuse me. One of my personal journeys. And gonna let y'all know how I'm feeling and, how my hair doing. I do like the color, the two-tone. It's pretty dope. But it is dry. So I'm also looking for products to, help my hair look vibrant. I also said I was going to try rubbing castor oil mixed with coconut oil and maybe some eucalyptus oil. They say you're supposed to rub it in your scalp and massage it, and that's supposed to stimulate. So I'm going to start doing that too. And I'm also trying to lose 5 to 10 more pounds and get rid of these bra rolls. Ladies who got those little fat rolls right up under the bra strap on your back. I got a little bit of that left. And I got to tone up my thighs and my butt and my stomach just a little bit. But other than that, that's about it. So I'm just on the road to a fit, healthier me. Also, I didn't know that low vitamin D levels, you're at more risk for breast cancer, colon cancer, and cardiovascular disease, heart attacks, like plaque. What? How, Sway? How? I'm just like, I'm out here willy-nilly in these streets regarding my health, like, all because of the vitamin D low. And of course, my husband like, get in the bed then, vitamin D. You know men. Predictable. Anytime you say vitamin D, he like, I got it right here. Anywho, I'm about to go see if my little nightgown dry for Virginia Slim. Y'all let me know if you want me to do your eyebrows, if you want me to do your mustache or goat, whatever it is. If you want some authentic ash, I can show you how to get that. All right, I will holler at y'all later. I'm going to post my skit on YouTube. You'll see it. I'll post the link in the comments. Later, y'all.